I love like bends, and again, not a problem, but like right here, that's like a full-on figure 4. What's going on, y'all? Today I'm doing my first breakdown of my tricking session. Okay, So welcome to Sunday Breakdown, where every Sunday I'm gonna be breaking down one of my sessions from the past week, or just in the past in general, just breaking down how it went and what I can improve upon. I want this to be a video series that shows you my process and thinking during an actual session. This was being a session I had today, just a few hours ago. So usually when I go to sessions, I sometimes have a plan. Oh, is that lighting weird with the window and stuff? But usually I have a plan when I session and stuff. This one I didn't really have a plan. Just kind of went in here because I knew it was going to be a quick session. I was warming up on the tumble track. Usually when I warm up, I just warm up my ankles. Just really make sure I'm not going right into the session cold. Tumbling in general. Tumbling is a really good way to warm up my tricks because it keeps me linear. I don't know, if you don't tumble, you should learn how to tumble, at least like some back handsprings to tuck and stuff. Just a quick warm up. High front tuck, just for fun. And then usually I would go to the trampoline to train twisting, but I just trained to the pit just to kind of do one because I knew I was going to be focusing on twisting this session. Nothing too intense, I say. So yeah, generally after I warm up on tumble track for like 5-10 minutes, I always go to the floor, do a quick stretch, dynamic movements and things when I'm stretching. And then I start doing kicks. So I don't want to just like start ripping out like cheek 10s or anything like that. Well, this cheek 7 right here. I like the way that I went up. I'm spotting, but I wish I could just chamber that left leg a little bit more. It comes out a little bit early, and it doesn't really fully extend, I see. But I mean, it's not the worst. It's just I didn't really even rechamber either. So if I would have like a better rechamber, maybe it's just the angle that was taken from, but I just think it could be a little bit better. I started working on some raises and stuff, and usually raises that trick that usually kind of feels different for me every time. And depending on what I do out of it, I do raise differently. So if I want to do like a cheat kick out of it, I'll go into the angle a little bit differently versus whether I want to swing out of it. So, and these raises I wasn't really getting that arch. You see I'm kind of going more around to the side, but it's really like hollow body, a chest, a stomach in shape. I don't know, I just really wasn't feeling these ones. Here's another one. I try to think more arch, but then you see my body kind of piked in the middle, making in the middle a little bit, but it's all good. That was a little bit better. So then to fix that shape, I did some front walkovers or like standing front walkovers, but really just to signify that kick back with the leg, and keeping my eyes forward, because if I can get that shape when I go into my raise or rise, that would be a lot more power and flip over the top. So I like to just train these on the side too, but I wasn't focusing on raise this session. I really want to stick it, but can't stick them all. Usually when I session, if it's not really working out for me, I kind of go into another trick just to see what is feeling good, because there's no point in me staying on a trick, just wasting time on that one trick when I could be progressing in other areas of tricking. And I did like, what is it, like 7 or 8? First try, kind of in the same spot, kind of test that like control, keep it in the same spot. You can't really tell from that angle, but they're mostly all like watch where my feet are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's all like in this little area right here. I was doing that kind of on purpose, just kind of really control, because I want to like get at least 20 one day. That would be nice. Like usually the thing with game switches is you don't really run out of stamina, you run out of space. Game switches weren't really from the strongest, but I haven't done it in a few months, so that's the reason why. I feel like this lighting looks kind of odd, but I'm gonna roll with it, And then I did some quartz, and these quartz actually did not feel that bad. The first one was kind of weird, but I recovered pretty well. I really like to keep my corks more over the top, and instead of going in like in that curve pattern when you see people do corks, I like to try to keep mine as linear as possible and think almost gainer full. And so I really try to keep it over the top, and you can kind of see my right arm right around there, that open up. That's why I think every time I try to get that cock back, because usually my right arm is up here and I'm like doing like a high block almost, like whoosh. I really want to get like that eagle shape with the arm, so I'm really trying to like lock that shape in, because it's a good way to recover. Even if it's like not always straight, if it's my hands is turned this way versus like my shoulder being up, can help me really bring it in for the next cork and keep the momentum going. If you use all your body to make that momentum help you out opposed to not help you out, God damn, that sounds stupid. Let them help you, not hinder you. There we go. I wasn't really counting though, I was just trying to see how corks felt. Wasn't that bad, but I wasn't really pushing corks either, and spacing was also an issue, because you see the boys in the background, they're kind of going around the whole floor. It's all good though, Now here I did some Cork Dubs. I'm gonna go ahead and slow it down for you guys. Excuse me. And I think I need to like focus on that flip a little bit more. I don't know if it's because I'm not bending my leg enough, or if I'm leaning back, you kind of see how my body is kind of leaned back this position. but it flips, but just not quite enough. And maybe if I tucked my right leg in right at this position, because that's another thing I really don't like, but tucked it in right at this position, maybe that could help me get that left leg down to the ground faster and pause before I swing through. I don't know. My right leg always has that issue of being straight when I usually twist, and I really don't like that. And that one you can really almost see that right leg being completely straight the entire time I twist. And I mean, it's not bad to have one leg straight, but it really like locks in. I think that's why I have like a tight hip flexor right here, because it's always squeezing or something. I don't know, but I'm trying to learn how to keep my legs, both my legs straight, opposed to getting that hard cross. That's just not really good for certain landings when I land on my right leg only. My spotting too, I need to work on really spotting more so up to the sky opposed to the side. Just get that a little bit more initiated flip in the beginning. See on my right, it's almost like I'm doing like an icicle, but my right leg stays straight the entire time. My left leg bends, and again, not a problem, but like right here, that's like a full-on figure four. And if I want to do like a triple cork like that, I also think that'd be the safest way to twist, you know? And then here's just a little combo. The double corks are okay, it's just, again, I just don't like how that figure four leg crosses so much right there. I need like that Ethan Turner eagle, that Dan Pitlock eagle. I kind of just did like that Tim Farley palm kick master scoot to box thing, and the box came out better than I thought. Aiden right there, he's like, that was pretty good, but he doesn't know though. I'm not spotting where I kick. I'm not spotting anything. And then the one I did try to spot came out better. On this first one, again, my spotting on the lift, I'm spotting straight over my shoulder like this, opposed to spotting in front of me. But the next one, I'm really keeping my eyes forward, locked in this way. My leg comes out a lot straighter, using that right arm a lot more. And when I kicked, same position, but the flip was a lot more to control. So then after the box cutter, I tried to do some front swing sevens. I've been so scared to like do anything with my toes and mess them up again, but I need to start getting back to some right leg tricks. Like you see right now, some cheat sevens and stuff. The front swing just wasn't quite working out. I just couldn't really get that angle quite right and figure out what to do with my arms. With my front swing, if you look at my left arm, it stays up like this, again, high block the whole time. That's not that bad, but you see how it just kind of reaches down to the ground. It doesn't really do anything to help that raise. Here, bring it up, it's by my head, and then again, it stays up like this the whole time, opposed to me swinging it back. That's what I thought on the next one. I still swung it and it made sense, but it just didn't feel as effortless like I want. And when I trick, I'm trying to make it feel efficient and effortless. It shouldn't be hard for any reason, like, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to make it easy. So this one, I was kind of trying to figure out, just kind of test where I needed to bring it back at. I kind of brought it a little bit too high here. I kind of cocked it back too much. For instance, on the next one, and you kind of see how the left arm comes down and kind of pulls back up, and then comes down with the left leg and swings back with the elbow with it, opposed to being up, it's actually back here now, helping guide that twist and lead that twist with my hips. It's easier for me to eagle out of. I'm gonna pick my head up a little bit more, not have it down, pick that chin up more, that would've been better. And now this is what I'm upset about, because my camera battery literally died. And I thought I had an extra one in my bag, but I didn't. So the rest of the clip's gonna be off my phone. But I was like, let me just go through a cheat 12, because I was doing them like Thursday night and they felt pretty decent. Landing that one first try, I was pretty decent. The cheat is there. It could be a little bit more, and then you see that right leg kind of straightens out. I wish the quality was better. That's from my phone, you guys, sorry. And the kick is more like a straight leg, kind of just stick out opposed to like a snap. So yeah, the one thing I can really see wrong with this is my setup into it. I'm not really spotting long enough on the cheat, and I'm not really using my left arm to pull back. It's just kind of just there. I'm relying mostly on my right arm to tuck it in, and you see on my left arm, you can barely see, but it goes higher than my right. It gets me at this weird angle, but it's just enough to where I can get my leg out and save it. I just wish I wasn't falling into it. See, that one was a better one. I cheat from pretty far back, so my foot's not even turned like facing forward. It's like facing fully that way, so it's a pretty good cheat to the front. The left arm still higher. I'm leaning forward this time, which I guess kind of changed it. But then right here, I should be tucking my right leg in, but again, it just kind of just sticks out. But I mean, it felt more controlled. It just wasn't like how I really wanted it to be. Let's just break down that cheat 12 and like the triple full. So again, my foot's facing completely behind me, so my cheat 12, not that bad if it's going like that way. I get that lean, almost fall into it, but hand almost touches, I pull it back in, it doesn't. And then the Valdez, I cut it short because you can't see it, but there's a tumble track right behind there. I didn't want to land on the tumble track, so I kind of cut the Valdez kind of short. I could have flipped more, maybe right here with my hips, and then my right arm isn't really all the way in. It should be on my chest. It's still trying to find my left arm right there. It didn't really lock in until about there, and then even then, I didn't really commit to that last twist. You see my legs kind of come apart. I committed to the triple like halfway through, and that's what you get, is a halfway committed triple. So if you're gonna commit to something, commit all the way, because that's how I injured my toes. I was kind of upset, but I mean, it's all good, it's all good. But, so yeah, again, quality's terrible. I'm gonna bring my extra batteries next time, make sure I remember those. But the cheat was to the front. But the thing that was different about this one is you look at my right leg here, it actually bends, and that's a chamber. And when it pops, it actually carries me around more and just makes that kick way bigger. So that was probably the best one I did the whole session. I played at full speed for you guys. So yeah. And I did like a little finger point because I like that one. It felt better. So that session was kind of like everywhere, as you can kind of see. I worked some kicks, I worked some twisting, worked some swings. Okay, I'm trying to get certain tricks my sampler release. So I really got to work on just cocking my arms back for all my swings. And also my right leg likes to stay straight and almost do like this like figure 4 cross thing. But I'd rather it be like them just be like straight like that. If they're gonna cross, just be straight legged so I can like really twist fast. I mean, that was pretty much my session, or that was my Sunday breakdown of the session I had today. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you like this type of series where I break down tricks, what other tricks to break down, if y'all want to see trampoline breakdown, tricks in general, or other people's tricks. Let me know. I kind of like this breakdown series. This is literally the way I study. How do y'all like the setup? I like my belts here, lying back there. But if you made it this far and you like the video, I appreciate it if you tap that like button down below and consider subscribing if you aren't already. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Whew! I mean, I think I'm done, like. That's it. Please let me know how you like this series, y'all. Like, I'm trying. Like, I want this to be a good series.